Hello, it's Dean again. I'm here to teach you a few techniques about wrapping your handlebars with bar tape. Seems a very easy task that anyone can do, but if you do it wrong, there's a couple complications. For instance, it can start unspooling. You'll also see big gaps where this stuff is kind of separated and it's not getting even coverage. So I'm going to teach you how to avoid that and to do it right the first time. First thing I'd like to say is always have your tape, your scissors, and your little bar plug at hand. You're going to need those. And if you have them set down someplace else, it's going to be really hard to grab them when you're this close. Now, typically the handlebar is still attached to your bike, but for demonstration purposes, I just got the handlebar here. This you'll also see in your package of bar tape. This is just a little collar cover for your shift and brake cover. We'll get to that later. No big deal. You actually don't need it. It just keeps things looking pretty. So how I start is I actually I go inwards like this. So when you're up here, you actually won't unravel it when you do the natural thing of twisting. You may not notice that you're twisting, but a lot of people do that, and that'll actually unravel your bars if it's on the wrong way. So let's get started here. For this, I'm going to actually leave about half of the tape overhanging, and that's so when I put this plug in, it'll actually be tucked into the bar and give it a nice clean look. So once I have that hanging over a little bit, I just start rolling it over. Now, as you can tell, I'm covering about half of the previous exposed ribbon here, or tape. So I'm just taping over about half. If you tape only over a quarter or so, you're going to have a problem when it comes to these bends, and you'll actually have issues like that, where it's not getting even coverage because the bar is kind of bending. So to avoid that, I'm just wrapping it over a half. And it's almost easier to do with it on your bike, so you have something to hold the bar steady. In this demonstration, I'm just showing you on a bare bar, but it'd probably actually be handier if the bars were still attached. So here's where it kind of gets interesting when I get to this little collar. A lot of people do a crazy figure eight there, and it gets really big and bulbous around here. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is put this little cover right there and just keep on going with it. You notice I just kind of wrapped it under like that, and you'll see that this allows the tape to go this way instead of that way. If it were to go the other way, you would actually unravel it by doing the natural twist that you do when you grab onto these handlebars. So here, I just continue to wrap back, covering about a half of what I just wrapped. You'll notice there's a little extra tape right here. That was from the shift cable that ran underneath here. You'll also see the groove right there. That's where the shift cable lies, but for demonstration purpose, I'm just doing it without a cable in there. Alright, we're getting near the end here. as you'll see, from here, I've actually trimmed this to a point, and what that does is it basically just gives you a nice, even ending like that, so that you don't have a big flat chunk that you have to tape over. So that's how that is. And then have a little portion of tape like that. Doesn't take a whole lot. I typically use electrical tape or something like this, gaffer's tape, just because it's a little bit stronger than the supplied little sticker that they'll give you. I find that those don't really hold the bar tape in place that well. So I'm just wrapping it around here. Nice and tight. Cut this thing down. Now here's the part where I actually tuck this into place. I'm just kind of folding it inward like that. And just push this down in there. Alright. And that's how you tape your bar. You're just going to notice I'm flipping this hood back over. And you're good to go. Ready to ride.